Hey guys, this is once again another Broken But Built, but we're going to talk about t-shirts. Not just the Broken But Built t-shirts that are in the swag shop, but I always have a shirt like this on, either under my work shirts or whatever. It's something I've always done. It kind of makes it always made me feel like Superman to have a shirt that speaks to my humor, my weirdness, my geek underneath my uniforms. I live in Colorado, so layers are important, whether it's hot or cold. And B, it just always was nice to remind me that, like, when I would get off work, I could take the shirt off or the work shirt off, and that I could be me underneath. I was always me underneath. Uber professional, always, whatever. I mean, I've even worn them underneath back in the day where I was wearing suits to work all the time. I still had Chippendales Rescue Ranger or Darkwing Duck or Transformers or Thundercats or whatever underneath my shirts and ties and suit jackets. Um, and again, it's kind of like my geek. I always wanted to be in touch with it because no matter what face I had to put on for a company, I always wanted to be me under the skin or under the facade or um, however you want to put it. But so you guys might notice, that I've got a lot of Jack Sparrow stuff because not that I drink a lot of rum or anything, but his honesty, his character's honesty was always. I just always enjoyed how honest that character was. Um, whether it was truly honest to Johnny Depp or his character building concept as an actor is so well done that um he's just is just that good. Um and again, child of the 80s and 90s, so you'll see Thundercats, you'll see me reference some Gen X stuff on my shirts. And the sayings that are out there for the Gen X stuff are absolutely hilarious, and they absolutely apply. One of my favorite ones is the Gen X adulting since elementary school. We were a feral breed, right? For sure. Like, we would get off school and our parents were still at work. So we would have this hour and a half, 2 hours when we got home from school to be kids. And, it was back before digital surveillance and cell phones and all this stuff. Like, there was so much stuff that we did that, thank God, there was no way to easily access video evidence of it, because a lot of us would have been in jail uh, for silly stuff like trespassing or whatever. But um, we just took enjoyment in being kids, which is sadly one of the things that I think is missing from our culture today. Right? Um, I have a buddy who's got 3 kids. They're all in sports. They're all doing extracurricular stuff, and him and his wife run themselves absolutely ragged for these kids so that they can do all this stuff. Now, why I do see the advantage of the privilege, right? I do see, you know, the upside of it. At the same time, I was just like, I remember when I was growing up, I could do whatever I wanted as long as it didn't affect my parents' schedule, other than showing up for the odd, play or whatever. Um, but as far as like finding ways for us to shuttle, all the kids to all the sports practices and stuff, that was pretty rare. Like, everything had to be within walking distance or bike ride or whatever, right? Um, and maybe that was part of we lived in a rural area, so it's like we just walk 3 miles down the uh, ditch road to get to where we were going, because it was the shortest route, through places was taking the canal road or the ditch road. Dangerous as hell, right? Like, you slipped in, you'd be 20 foot deep, in 20 foot deep water, moving at 9, 10 miles an hour. Um, but it was just, it's just how we got stuff done back then. So I just wanted to, again, this is one of those bucket list things, stuff I wanted to talk about. Always being true to you. Even when you have to go out to work, be true to you. Um, I always like this the Superman effect of like when it was time to get off work, boom, and I'm me, right? I'm wearing my stuff. Um, and supporting the things that that I'm happy about, that I'm passionate about. Not that I'm in love with Johnny Depp or anything, but Pirates of the Caribbean was a very successful franchise for a reason. Because not only was it funny, but it was heartfelt, and there was the good guys won, and the challenges were real. But all that being said, just wanted to take the time to share some more of my idiosyncrasies or eclecticisms. That's a word. Feels like it should be a word. If it's not, I'll enter it into Wikipedia later. Um, eclecticisms. Um, about being me, right? So no matter what's going on in the world, I'm savvy. All right, guys. As always, like, subscribe, share, and check out the stand stores. Check out the swag shop, and get your own T-shirt to wear underneath, and enjoy being a superhero in disguise. All right, love you guys. See you next time.